And I've had some mythological experiences of being a modern Eve, going to the old story of God, the abusive Jewish God, Yahweh, and saying, Father, I've always loved you, but you were abusive, you were violent, you were jealous, we're created in your image, and that's the problem, Father. And in this story I wrote, Eve asked to see him face to face. And he invites her into the mythological garden. And he's a grieving God, because the plan is leading to some destruction. And he embraces her and he says, daughter, I've waited for you since time immemorial to recognize my pain. It's the pain of the patriarchal image of God. I've made it into a mythological reality, like a psychic entity, that image of the abusive father, that's translated right down into the heart of power everywhere. You saw it in George Bush and Dick Cheney. They were like that. We have to do this, we will protect you, we will, and even if we have to kill, hundreds of thousands of people, you're going to be, that's exactly the abusive image of God.
Wow, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And in fact, George Bush said that it was God that was directing him.
It was God was directing him. So here's what I feel. This is the mythological Eve speaking to you.
Yes.
That the modern Eves who have gained this power, who are now co-creators, actually are required to go into the heart of power.
Yes.
I mean, really the heart of power, where that insanity exists. And the question when you go into the heart of power is this your heart's desire?
Yes.
Lucifer, what is your heart's desire? If you were speaking with somebody who was handling one of those power systems.
Yes.
And in my mythological play, The Cosmic Family Reunion, she gets to see Lucifer. And she asked him, Lucifer, because he says, Eve, don't you dare. Don't you think this world can be run by love? Don't you? I'm controlling the power. I have the finances. I have the military. And I'm protecting the women from the angry hordes going through the streets and tearing the cities down. Don't you dare, Eve. And then Eve says to him, is this the best you can do, Lucifer? You're going to go to hell forever. You know that. And you're going to be burned in hell. You'll bring the world with you. And what is your heart's desire? He's incarnating the archons of power, the ones that actually control it to the degree that anybody does. And he says, I think it would be to go back before the fall. Back to the garden, before the separation that created this degree of insanity. And she says to him, your father wants you home. He's ready to welcome you, because she's already had this dialogue with this abusive image of God. It's a very long story, which I won't tell you, but it ends up in the Cosmic Family Reunion. And the old gods go home, and it's the 8th day, and humans wake up.
Wow.
But without the oppressive, angry story, predicting and advocating Armageddon, advocating it. You read, the reason that certain people believe in Armageddon is it's in the book, it's in the Bible, and it's the only way to get the believers to the New Jerusalem. Now, I don't believe that, but it's a story. Stories affect and change the world. So we need to write the new story.
I believe that too.
Because it was all written by script writers.
Yes, it is true. That's
Who
true.
wrote that?
That's true.
Who said that?
Wow.
We're saying this. And we're saying this in love and respect for the magnificent process of creation. And I believe that every culture's old gods have to go home. And that each culture is responsible for their own gods.
Wow.
So I'm not going to be able to tell some other culture about their gods.
Right.
But the Western world's gods need to be dealt with.
Yes.
They really do.
I understand that. Wow. That's great.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
That's it. So for the modern Eve, just to finish up on that,
Yes.
my question, but my personal request to myself is, Eve, go into the heart of power with the real deep question, is this your heart's desire? And what is your heart's desire? And if it is to experience the divine again as who you are, then let's meet at the tree of life. The tree of the powers of God. Because we have those powers. We can blow up worlds, we can build worlds.
Yes.
Okay, guys, let's meet at the tree of life and co-create a world.
Wow, I love it.
There's the mission.
Yeah.
You have to have the greatness of the feminine.
I love that.
The real greatness of the feminine will be to convert the power to co-creation.
Yes. Thank you.